Effects of chemistry in the modern world. Chemistry is the study of matter, its properties, how and why substances combine or separate to form other substances, and how substances interact with energy. Chemical principles contribute to the study of everything, like physics, biology, agriculture, engineering, medicine, special research, oceanography, and other disciplines. Contributions of chemistry in medicine. Chemistry is a huge part of medicine both as a diagnostic and treatment tool. The history of drugs and their use indicates many substances which are nearly if not quite as toxic to the host as to the parasite. One service which modern chemistry is rendering consists in replacing the old, crude shotgun mixtures by compounds which, although still somewhat toxic, are limited in action to a few specific events that are fairly well understood. This contribution has helped to increase life expectancy and relieve human suffering. Applications of chemistry in food. The relationship between chemistry and food is the study of chemical processes and interactions of both biological and non-biological components of food. The biological substances include such items as meat, lettuce, beer, and milk as examples. This relationship is similar to biochemistry and its main components such as carbohydrates, lipids, and protein, but it also includes areas such as water, vitamins, minerals, food additives, flavors, and colors. This discipline also encompasses how products change under the certain food processing techniques and way either to enhance or to prevent them from happening. In topics of food, one of the most common with a relationship with chemistry is the genetic modification. It is a technique of changing the characteristics of a plant or organism to produce more desirable traits. For many years, these changes were done by natural selection. Now, genetically modified foods are produced using an artificial form of DNA called recombinant DNA. One of the most common examples are the longer-lasting tomatoes. Chemistry and war. Chemical weapons are different to using other weapons such as nuclear because they have no explosive or destructive force. There were several discussions about the danger of these devices, and various chemical weapons treated began to commonly used during the Second World War. The main chemicals used as weapons are agents specifying. The phosgene is the best known. Chemical weapons had a very important part in the First World War. Chemical weapons in the First World War were primarily used to demoralize, injure, and kill entrenched defenders against whom the indiscriminate and generally slow-moving or standing nature of gas clouds will be more effective. This chemical warfare was a major component of the First Global War and First Total War of the 20th century. Chemistry and global warming. The chemical science have much to contribute to our understanding of climate change, from explaining why it is that carbon dioxide and other gases cause the warming of our planet to analyzing ice covers to find out how the concentration of these gases have changed over time, and in helping to construct models to predict what might happen in the future. Chemical scientists are involved in current research in many areas. There are several activities within the resource: the greenhouse effect and global warming. The term global warming refers to an increase in Earth's mean global temperature because a part of Earth's outgoing infrared radiation is retained by several trace gases in the atmosphere whose concentrations have been increasing because of human industrial, commercial, and agricultural activities. 3 best alternatives of solution for the problem proposed. The melting of polar caps treats Mexico's climates. Reduce the use of products that cause greenhouse gases because it causes important change in the global warming and this in the melting ice caps. The second alternative of our group is that we need to reduce the use of automobiles that eject CO2, and we can use electrical cars or transport that doesn't contaminate, like the bikes. The third and last one alternative that we have is the use of biofuels, because this use reduce the contamination, because if we make this we will reduce fossil fuels, and that will help to save the Arctic and our world.